Okay, I had just worked this problem, but my microphone was not working, so I got to do this again. All right, the table below gives a quantity of tortoise shell hairpins demanded and the quantity supplied for selected prices. These are literally hairpins. You put them in your hair. They're pins that go in your hair, and they're tortoise shell color, which is like this brown mix. But anywho, on part A, it says find the linear equation that gives the price as a function of the quantity demanded. Okay, so price, this is your price column, and they want that as a function of the quantity demanded. Here's our quantity demanded list. Now remember, when you have an equation that is y equals mx plus b, that's a linear function. That is when y is a function of x. So when they say price is a function of quantity demanded, the p is actually your y coordinate, price is your y, and q is your x. So when I'm looking at this, I've got a table. I'm going to use my calculator. The quantity demanded, that is going to be your x, which will be your list number 1. And price, excuse me, is your y, which will be list number 2. So you're going to grab your calculator, turn it on, and remember, for your lists, you're going to go to Stat, Edit. You're going to put your lists in there, right? L1 will be my demand, quantity demanded, and then my L2 will be my prices. And then once you get that done, you're going to hit, we're looking for a linear function, so you'll hit Stat again, scroll over to Calculate, and then hit number 4 for linear regression. You'll scroll down, and you should see y equals ax plus b, and the a is, hang on a second, I did this earlier. Okay, it was negative 0.5 q plus 130. This is going to be my answer. This part right here is going to be my answer that I'll put in there. Except, oops, I wrote a y right here. Sorry, it should have been a p. But you'll type in the negative 0.5 q plus 130. That's part A. You'll get a positive affirmation. Now, part B pops up, and part B says, find the linear equation that gives price as a function of the quantity supplied. Okay, so here's my quantity supplied. Now, when you go to your lists, L1 is going to change. The quantity supplied is now your X. So we're done with this one here. But it's still price. It's still price as a function of the quantity supplied. So all I have to do is edit my, so hit Stat, go to Edit, and change list 1 to these numbers. And then after you do that, you'll hit Stat, scroll over to Calculate, hit 4, linear regression, scroll down to Calculate, and hit Enter. And now you'll see it's y is the letter P, and I'll have 0.125 q plus 50. It even says it up here, type an expression using q as the variable. So I'm going to type that in part B. So after you enter here, part B will pop up, and you'll put that answer in here. And then part C says, purple, use these equations to find the market equilibrium price. Okay, so if P equals that yellow stuff and P equals that green stuff, All I have to do is take the yellow stuff and set it equal to the green. Oops. Right here. And then I'll erase this because it's in my way. There we go. So when I solve this, I'll have Q, which will be the quantity I would need, and then I will plug that into one of these two equations, either the yellow or the green, to find P. Looking at this, I am going to add 0.5 Q to both sides, so that'll cancel. And in the same breath, I don't want this 50 over here, so I'll subtract 50. So that cancels. And I get 120 is equal to 0.625 Q. So Q is going to equal 120 divided by 0.625. That gives me 192. I don't remember getting that answer before. Hang on, let me go back and see what I got here. Oh, I erased it all. 0.125 Q plus 50 equals, that's got to be the same. 30. Okay. 192. But that's my quantity. We want to know price. I don't know. Something's blowing my mind. Did I type in something wrong? 130 minus... Oh, Jesus, April. I'm not very good at math. 130 minus 50 would be 80. There we go. I knew something was wrong. I was like, what? This is the second time I've done this problem. Okay, 128. There we go. And now, all you have to do is pick another color here. How about dark green? You're going to take this 128 and you're going to plug it either into the yellow equation to find P or this green equation to find P. It doesn't matter, so I'll use the green one. 0.125 times 128, and then I will add 50 to that, and I get 66, and that is the price. So part C is $66. There you go. And I can prove it to you because I've already worked this problem, and I went back to my math lab, and there they are. Negative 0.5 Q plus 130, 0.125 Q plus 50, and there's the $66. And now I'm done.